the whiting fish is right here, as you can see. So that's what it's giving right now. Royal, say hey for the camera. See, the camera's right there, see? So here we go. We got Miss RB Queen in here, okay? She got Miss Red Slash on there, so you already know what it's gonna be giving, okay? So the good thing about these that I end up getting is they already got some runners forming, okay? So we can go. Okay, now that I done shaped these into like little hook steaks or whatnot, I'm gonna do this right here, okay? So I just kind of want to thank you all for taking the time out of your day to look at the videos and actually take the time to comment and stuff and look at my shenanigans, these jokers. What up, everybody? It's me, Mike, out here at the Urban Suburban Homestead, and today is a good day, baby. I'm gonna tell you like that right there, okay? It feels good out here, and yeah, we're gonna get a couple things accomplished out here in the garden, and I hope you all are having a great week, because I know I am. As you can see, you know what I'm saying, I got me a little rest and whatnot. I worked about 48 hours, probably about 50 hours straight, you know what I'm saying, over the course of 4 days, and yeah, I just need to get a little rest. So now I'm out here in the garden, I'm feeling real good, you know what I'm saying, yes, we're gonna get some things done today, baby. And yeah, I think it's about in the mid 70s right now. The sun is beaming. It's kind of like mid-afternoon, a little bit toward the evening or whatever, because I didn't want to get out here too early. I had a couple things I needed to do, but yeah, we're gonna get a couple things done over here, you know what I'm saying, especially a special project with the fish, okay? All right, yes, and as you can see over here, we got our cute little bistro set. Delvin hooked that thing on up for me, okay? Yes, I ended up getting it off of Amazon a couple weeks ago, and so it finally came in the mail while I was asleep yesterday, and Delvin surprised me by it already being put together when I woke up, so I was happy about that right there. So yes, Royal, come on over here. Yeah, all right. So I think today we're gonna do a little bit of fish emulsion, okay? A little homemade fish emulsion. I did this last year. Delvin actually just kind of threw some fish in the bucket and we just sat it off to the side, and it's still sitting over there, okay? We've been using a little bit of it, but we're gonna make a whole nother batch, okay, of fish emulsion. And this comes from some freezer burnt fish that we had in the refrigerator. I wanted to clear out a little bit of space, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and use this and let this thing break all the way down so it can be nutrients for the garden, okay, in the future. So hopefully over the course of about 90 days to 4 to 6 months, you know what I'm saying, we should probably get some good results, okay? This should be all the way broken down, the bones and everything, and we can be able to just use that and pour it all the way up in the garden as a nice little elixir instead of buying the Alaska fish jug that we normally use. You know, that's good. I'll probably still use that, but you know, why not make our own, you know? If you got some old fish freezer around in the refrigerator, why don't you go ahead and make use of fish emulsion too? It's real simple, it's real quick. We're about to make it right now, okay? Yeah, so real quick, you know what I'm saying, the sun is beaming right in my face, okay? Good thing I got these glasses on. But yeah, I got the whiting fish right over here. It's stinking real bad because I left it out overnight. I meant to do this video yesterday, but I didn't get around to it, but right now we're about to do it, okay? But yeah, the whiting fish is right here, as you can see. Y'all saw that? Y'all see that? She already got the white stuff up on the girl, okay? So we just gonna go ahead and just dump her in this thing right here. We ain't gonna be doing too much fooling around with this because she is already kind of fermented, okay? Yeah, let me take this little plastic out. We're gonna leave that little cardboard in there. And yeah, okay, so we got this lid. I'm gonna actually fill this thing up with water. We're gonna go over here to the spigot and do that real fast. Oh, she stank. She stank. So we got our bucket here, and we're pretty much just gonna fill it up with water, okay? And as you can see, I'm doing this thing the way I'm gonna sit it down, actually. So I'm gonna fill this thing up about 3/4 of the way. Put on the right string. That way, you know what I'm saying, they can kind of break down, bubble and all that stuff. Even this paper can break down too, that it was sitting in the cardboard. But yeah, I want you all to stay tuned for this because why? We're gonna make sure that we get some good fish fertilizer for the summertime. So yeah, I'm gonna show y'all real quick what's happening, okay? What's happening, what's up? So that's what it's giving right now. This is in December, midway December. And we're gonna check back with this. Yeah, so y'all remember this raised bed right here? Remember I was telling y'all in the last video that I was going to take out the cabbages and stuff because they was filled with aphids and all that, and I got tired of dealing with it and all that soap and stuff. So what I'm going to do is replace it with some celery. Now I've never grown celery before, so this is the first time for both of us. And so we're going to go ahead and get through this thing together, okay? I want you all, Royal, say hey for the camera. See, the camera's right there, see? So yeah, Royal is out here, of course. You know, he loves when we over here in these two beds. Yes, he loves to dance and play in them. But yeah, we're gonna plant some celery and hopefully we can get this to grow. And if nothing else, you know what I'm saying, fry some good old wings, dice it up or whatnot. You know what I'm saying, we can have some celery and some wings, or we can juice this or whatnot. Because I'm not a real big celery eater, but I will eat it on occasion whenever I have some wings and stuff. But if nothing else, I'm trying to get more into juicing and all that, so I got a cold presser in there, and so whenever these grow nice, big, and tall, and ready and mature, we'll be able to get those in the cold press and juice these jokers on out, okay? But in the meantime, we're gonna plant these about a foot apart in this bed, and yeah, that way they can go ahead and grow nice and tall and strong. It's already been a nice, good little layer of compost that put in here, so we're gonna go ahead and dig these little holes and get these 6 crops on here in here right now, okay? Now, only thing is in here right now is the spinach and the parsley and the cilantro. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead. I didn't want to plant any more Brussels sprouts because you know you want to crop rotate, especially if they was already infested. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant these here, and we'll figure out you know what we're gonna do next after this. Okay. So as you can see, we got these already kind of spaced out right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of dig a little hole, stuff these jokers on here, and I'll water these things later on whenever the sprinkler come on, or I'll probably hand water, okay? All right, and just like that, we got our celery planted. So as you can see, it's about a foot apart, you know what I'm saying? You know, ish, foot apart ish, okay? And so we're gonna let these go ahead and grow on. I'll probably plant like some onions or something over here, some short day onions, and that way they can go ahead and grow up. And that kind of sounded, you know, real. These can go ahead and grow up, and they can also protect and ward off some of the pests if I plant some of the onions over here, okay? So yeah, as you can see, we got the celery and all the onions planted in over there, okay? So hopefully they grow up nice, big, and tall, and strong. And then, of course, we got the fish emulsion already situated. So that's going to be sitting over there curing and, you know what I'm saying, breaking down and, yeah, fermenting and everything, okay? But right now, I got a 20-gallon bag right here because why? I went over to my spot, okay, Lowe's. Okay, like I said, we still keeping our eye on you, girl, okay? But yeah, she had another olive tree on sale, another Arbequina, okay? And also they had some other stuff on sale too, but I'm like, we don't need no more of that because we already got multiple of that. So yeah, the figs and all that. So yeah, I want to get another olive tree, okay? And so that's what I end up getting. So let me go ahead and grab that thing on over here, okay? So I can bring it so we can get that thing in this dirt, okay? So here we go. We got Miss RB Queen in here, okay? She got Miss Red Slash on there, so you already know what it's gonna be giving. She alright. She alright. So yeah, we got her up in here, okay? She's in the metal, okay? And so hopefully we get her some nice little olives, you know, sometime next year or the year after. We don't know. We're gonna see what happens with this thing, okay? Yeah, so I know I told y'all that we was going to be letting these strawberries do their own thing, but I was like, okay, it's just one of those pods, and they got to fill up all those, so it may take a little bit of time. So I did go and get 2 more, okay? So it can be 2, 2, and 2, and then they can go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, reach on out to the other pockets, okay? So the good thing about these that I end up getting is they already got some runners forming, okay? So we can go ahead and pin those jokers down in the next pocket and get this party started, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and break down the little green stalk real quick, bring those 2 tiers over here, and we're gonna get these things planted in there, and that way we can get these things settled into their new little pockets too. And yeah, that way they can go ahead and start running around the mountain, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, so we got the strawberries situated up in here, the new ones, okay, with the runners, all right? And so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get some paper clips, and I'm going to open them up and add them as like little stakes, so those runners can actually start to root on the bottom and start to get their footing into this soil here, okay? And so that's kind of something that you all can do too, is open you up a paper clip, and then you can stake that thing down in there, at least till it starts to get its roots, and then you can cut the umbilical cord, okay? So you already know how this thing goes with the strawberries. They have a mother plant, and then they start sending up the babies, okay? So yeah, that's that right there. Let's go ahead and keep on moving out here in the garden. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do right now is I got these little paper clips here. I'm gonna open these up and make these as like little stakes for the runners, okay? Because if not, the wind will start to blow these around, and then they won't even get any kind of. If you don't, the wind will kind of blow them around. You won't even be able to get any kind of footing, okay? So let's open these up, make these into like little stakes here, okay? Okay, now that I'm gonna shape these into like little hook stakes or whatnot, I'm gonna do this right here, okay? I'm gonna reposition this so you all can see right here. We got this runner. Pin that down. Then we got this runner right here. We're gonna pin that one down too. That way, whenever this one starts to get roots on the bottom, it can start to go ahead and root into this pocket right here, okay? And then also to leave some room for another one to be embedded in here as well, okay? By being so close over here to the edge, okay? And we got one more. This one right here. All right, we got our stake. Okay, and that one already had roots, so I was trying to get it to where it was staked down to where the roots are already touching the soil. So what I may do is kind of Do a little something like that right there. That way we make sure that the roots go ahead and get established in this here pocket. So what up, I'm just sitting right here having a little tea and all that because I want to take a little break before I get into this harvest, because I do want to get these peppers off of here because I want to do a better job of harvesting things whenever they're ready to be harvested, okay? And that's one thing that we got to get better at out here at the homestead, and also preserving things a lot better too, because that's something that we've been kind of falling on the wayside by. And so we want to get better at that, because you know we're kind of new to all this. So the homesteading thing is kind of new. I knew I could grow stuff, but you know, as far as like all the canning and preserving and all that, you know, we're kind of learning as we go. And so we're gonna get more into that as we get into the channel. And at this point in time, I just kind of want to thank you all for taking the time out of your day to look at the videos and actually take the time to comment and stuff and look at my shenanigans and my charades that I do on the day-to-day. Delvin is so used to it, as you can tell. He just be just kind of like, whatever, you know, that's just Mike. And that's kind of how everybody is that really knows me. I want you all to see my true, authentic self whenever y'all come to the channel, and you all can be able to get a real taste of who I am, and just kind of, you know, be in the moment with me, okay? I know sometimes I be rambling and, you know, saying a lot of filler words, but, you know, you all get into it. That's kind of my personality, and, you know, obviously y'all like it because y'all, yeah, okay? And I love y'all too. Delvin, he's kind of a quiet type. He ain't gonna really say too much, you know, unless, you know, you talk to him a little bit, open him up until he feel real comfortable. But right now, you know, he's trying to warm up to the camera. So more and more you'll see him get more and more out here. As of right now, he's on site doing some work because he normally works from home. So I'm just kind of out here doing my thing on my day off in the garden, because I just want to talk to you all and say thank you all so much for just taking the time out, like I said, to just, you know, have a moment with us and just, you know, learn a little something if you can. I know I don't know everything. I'm learning as I go, learning as I grow, and that's kind of what we got to do out here as gardeners. You know, we don't know everything, and I don't want to pretend like I do. And I want you all to just kind of feel me and just the good vibes that I want to put out there whenever I'm out here, because it really does make me feel good when I'm out here in the garden. And I just want to show that love, you know, and of course the plants love the love too, because as you can see, it's real full out here and bountiful. And you know, we had a lot of ups and downs this past year, but I know I want to get better at some things. I'm trying to do better at organic composting, and you know, just get more organic matter out here so that we can be able to get a more lush and full harvest. I know this past year we kind of struggled a little bit because this is our first time kind of gardening on this grand of a scale. You know, when we first started off, it was like a small little square. That's why you see in the middle of the garden it's like a blue little patch, because that's how small it was to begin with. And here we are today, a year later, all the way expanded all the way out to the other side of the yard, which I said I wasn't going to get into, but I decided to go ahead and do it with the encouragement of the neighbor. So, you know, it's all good. We're going to keep going and growing and showing out here in the garden. And, you know, I just thank him for that little bit of inspiration that he gave me to kind of push me over the edge, to take it over there, because I know next year is going to be, you know, more of a struggle for us, especially if, you know, said person that was elected gets into the office. You know, it's probably going to be some inflation and stuff. We already see stores like Walmart and other franchises that's talking about raising the prices. So this is what we're gonna have to do, is actually start getting more organic about our stuff and really growing our own foods, because as you can see, there's been a lot of recalls and stuff out there on the market, just for butter, lettuce, you know, just different things that we consume on a daily basis, that they're saying that has to be recalled because they have all kinds of bacteria and stuff. So whenever we grow our own food, we can actually we can know what we're putting into it, and we can know what's out here in our garden, and we can kind of intercept it before we actually consume it, versus with them out there and with the FDA and all that, they can only do in mass production, and they catch it when people start to get sick. So, you know, that's just something to think about, you know, going into 2025. I want everybody to start to grow their own garden, and you know, each one teach one. That's what this thing is all about, you know what I'm saying? Grow and show. And so that's what our family is all about. We're gonna be the grower and shower family, okay? So real quick, we're gonna go ahead and get into this little harvest over here of the peppers, okay? Because I want to make sure that we're picking stuff and things are not, you know, ripening and then rotting on the vine and on the stem. That way we can have a much better production. I know sometimes it may feel like that you may not have that big of a harvest, but find something to do with that particular item, you know what I'm saying? You might can cut it up and put it into a dish real quick or something. Don't just let it go to the trash. And that's something that we're trying to get better at out here. I know sometimes it's the inevitable whenever you grow so many things, but hey, we gotta do what we gotta do out here, okay? So I thank you all for just, you know, listening to me in my little soapbox real quick, because I just want to take a little time, because most of the time we just out here moving and shaking, and I don't never really get a chance to sit down and talk. I know next year I'm going into my 40th year, and so I feel really good, and so you know, I just got a lot of goals for next year, and so one of the things is actually, you know, having more production out here in the garden and actually growing this channel into being something, you know, magnificent and marvelous and just great, you know, and something for the people to just get a good little laugh and kiki. And so that's, you know, what I got planned for the next year. And Delvin's actually on board with everything too. You know, he was on board with all that. As you can see, he's very talented with the irrigation and stuff. And so we just make a really good team out here. And so, like I said, I'm getting off my soapbox finally, okay? And we're gonna get over here and get these peppers, okay? Ooh, that's a little adult lemonade, okay? A little adult lemonade. So I want y'all to see real quick. These are the peppers that we're gonna be harvesting real quick, okay? Wow, those right there. We got the jalapenos, okay? The jalapeno, we done picked a couple. They went in the cilantro last night. Okay, some more jalapenos, okay? The habaneros, they ain't quite ready yet. Some has started eating on these girls right here. Yeah. The lavender, I put some lavender over here, so yeah, we're gonna let this grow up nice, full, and strong. And then we got some more of these we're gonna pick up in here today, okay? So that's what the game plan is, to get these things harvested. And then of course we got a couple cherry tomatoes we're gonna get off the vines, okay? Yeah, so we got our basket right here. We better go ahead and get to picking these peppers, okay? Let me go ahead and tilt this joker down. There we go. Look at that jalapeno right there. That's another one that's big and full. So yeah, right now we over here with the mothers, okay? So these are our first pepper plants that we ever planted, okay? And here we are right now. Okay, so far we got a pretty good harvest here of peppers. And so it's got some jalapenos, some banana peppers. I got two La Habanero peppers that was ready. The jalapenos and stuff, and the red chili peppers. So right here we got our cherry tomato plant that's in a 15-gallon bag, and I want you all to see how many tomatoes is on here. Okay, I've been showing y'all in the little clips and stuff, but here we are right now. We finally got something that's ready to harvest. Wow, some done ate into this one, Lord. She ain't even no good. Something that ate into this one too. Okay. These two, something that ate into these. I don't know what's happening. So these are the cherry tomatoes right here. I'm so happy about that. Let's go ahead and eat one of these jokers. Baby, that joker good, baby. That joker good, baby. Store bought what? Store bought what? Get you some homegrown tomatoes. Yeah, so as you can see, we had a cute little harvest right out there, okay? I'm gonna show y'all what we got. Yes, we finally got us some tomatoes. We've been struggling with them things all year. I want to thank you all for just going on this whole little journey with me. I know I was kind of random and rambling today, but it's all good. Just know that me and Delvin love you all, love you all. If you have not, hit that like, share, subscribe button, and we will talk to you all later. Bye.